It's a good opportunity for us to reflect on issues of race and identity and the politics of race, not just within our community but at large. And I think it's very important to have these conversations. Sometimes they're uncomfortable, but it's a way for us to work out our relationships to each other and how sort of we fit in the society that we live in today.
Because I want to create an inclusive environment. I want you to feel welcome thinking differently. Because if you feel welcome, you have safety. And when people are safe, they talk. It's in our talking that we learn about each other. It's about, do I allow people to have a voice? And when they do speak, do I listen to it?
I saw a commercial over the weekend that I thought kind of summed it all up very nicely. At the very end it said, be together, not the same. And I think that basically it sums it up by saying, you know, yeah, don't be necessarily colorblind. Like, see that I'm different from you. Just be okay with it.
Race matters in our communities simply because people in our communities offer us a compelling case that it does indeed matter. There are people in our communities who say race matters. The second part is that valuing blackness in particular, I'm going to talk about cultural blackness, blacknesses, right, cultures, in our communities offers us a set of tools and ideals that could strengthen our communities and bring us closer to our visions of social justice and our democratic ideals.
The topic on questions of identity, a biracial dilemma, based around working with biracial students, multiracial students, and looking at the aspects of identity and how identity affects these students, with them being placed into categories, so either being placed into black or being placed into white. And so we decided to do an open dialogue just to get individuals talking about biracial identity and how it affects students and how American society places labels on those students.
It's a societal norm that nappy, kinky hair is not what you're going to see 99% of the time walking into any type of corporate office, because it's just not mainstream. You're not used to it. So that's kind of where it began, and it doesn't just change overnight. It takes a lot of conversations, it takes a lot of acceptance, and a lot of, like Dr. Bergman was saying, accepting the contribution that history actually does play in it. It's not just a matter of my hairstyle and my self-esteem and whether or not, you know, I'm letting anybody get to me.
We developed all kinds of events. You know, we have speakers, we have comedians, we have films, we have well, just this afternoon we had what we call face-to-face conversations, which are just about several times a day at least during Rethinking Race. We'll have faculty or students that just bring together a group of people that want to talk about some race-related topic, but they want to do it in a productive way, right? They want to learn how to have that conversation without being afraid or without reinforcing stereotypes and divisions, but actually trying to learn about different cultures that are the cultures of the students that are in the classrooms with us. So we had a face-to-face conversation just now for the past 90 minutes about, it was called Talking About Ferguson, where we had lots of different perspectives on what's really going on with Tamir Rice and Ferguson and John Crawford and Eric Garner. And it was a productive conversation. You know, it was, I think everybody left having learned something, which is usually what happens after Rethinking Race events.